My name is Jake Giovanni, and I have a profound bilateral sensorineural hearing impairment. It's progressive, which means it's been getting worse ever since I was born. And because of this, I've worn 2 hearing aids for as long as I can remember. I've had some experiences where I've had to watch a video or maybe even an hour-and-a-half long movie for class, and I'd only pick up maybe 1 or 2 words out of every couple of minutes because the video didn't have captions. And to sit there and not only have to worry about what you're not hearing or missing, but also to feel excluded because you're sitting in a room full of people who have the luxury of flawlessly understanding everything they're watching, while you're left out because you can't understand what's going on in these videos. It's not fun. As a hearing impaired person, I've come to realize that the biggest misconception that the general public has about the hard of hearing is that we simply hear quieter. But that's almost never simply the case. Most of the time when I'm watching a lecture or a video, I'll hear almost everything that's said, but I'll understand almost none of it, which poses a big problem because in most of today's educational resources and videos, we'll only see an animation or maybe a recording of the speaker using a program, but all of that crucial information is spoken. I like to think of captions as you would a doorway. If there was a brilliant and dedicated student who was a wheelchair user and the classroom door was too small for them to fit through, would you just exclude them and leave them outside during class? For me, showing a video in class without captions would be excluding me in the same way. Thankfully, I'm very vocal and open about the person that I am and the conditions that I have. But I've met many others with the same or similar disability who aren't nearly as open and vocal about it. Many are afraid to reach out and ask for help, and this means that they can be denied the same opportunity to get an education as their classmates. But these people have so much potential. I remember one of my favorite classes I've ever taken was a math-based course, and all of the presentations were in the form of videos to be viewed outside of class to do the work in class. Well, luckily for me, all of these videos were captioned, and I ended up getting an A in the course, which my professor told me only about 10% of his students end up doing. So I remember telling my mom, and she was so proud of me because she said that not only was I able to pass the course thanks to captioning, but to go above the average student, it really shows you how much accessibility makes a difference.